Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a collective reading because today is the new moon in Aquarius. So because it is a collective reading, I'm doing it with my big combined deck of tarot cards and astrological oracle cards. But to be honest, there are only tarot cards here, and whenever that happens in the collective readings, I tend to interpret as just let's stick with the basics because the message can be passed on in a very simple way, in a very known way, and yet be very profound, because it is exactly what I'm seeing here. It is, it's almost like a movie, and to be honest, almost like a cartoon or like a children's movie, but it has such a profound meaning because it has to do with the new foundation for healing centers, let's say, or healing environments. It's like new foundations. Maybe it's like literally like the establishment or the beginning of like new foundations emerging, right? Like NGOs or things like that. Or it could be something that is quite literally like the new structure for how healing is going to happen in this new age, right? We are talking about the new moon in Aquarius. So it is like this, it's like setting the new stage for this new era. And so it starts with the tower. And what I heard with the tower was that the tower is being shaken. I felt like there was this board game and I had this outside perspective, and it felt like, because to me, let me just clarify something before I continue. To me, the tower represents home, represents a safe place. But because I saw this board game and it felt like I could grab the board game and, just change the pieces and rearrange things, it felt like I was a giant overlooking like a very small town, like a very, like the miniature of the world, right? Or miniatures of like human constructions or human buildings, right? Or things that humans created in a sense. So this tower is being shaken, and I feel like there is this it's like this underlying energy of, it's not the tower that needs shaking, it's actually what's underneath the tower, right? Because straight away, this card coming through, the Four of Pentacles gave me the basis, gave me the foundation. The restructuring is happening in this ground level. It's not necessarily up on the facade or where it's visible, but of course, if the ground is being shaken because it's like the surroundings are changing, therefore there is this restructuring happening in this ground level or the underground level. And because of that, whatever is on the surface, whatever is visible, it's going to be shaken by consequence. It's like this after effect. But as I said, this felt pretty safe, it's almost like the external structure is okay. The real restructuring that needs to be shaken and changed is the foundation, the core, the essence, the basis, the groundwork, right? So this is what is being restructured by us in a sense, right? Because it was very interesting. I had this vision as if I was a giant, right? So like it's almost like the size of my consciousness makes me bigger, so that every single thing that we have created as humanity, as a collective, it's like it feels very small. Therefore, it's almost like a chess game. There are pieces of this game that are easily rearrangeable, right? It's like movable, relocated. And it's interesting because there is relocation, but it's not from the tower, it's actually towards the tower after this restructuring, after this ground level has been shaken. And it's almost like dusting off what's been dirty, or it's like shaking off the dust in a sense, right? That's how I'm seeing this. It's not, again, it's not something that is going to change how the tower looks. Again, the appearance is fine. It's just what is sustaining it. It's the ground, it's the foundation, like the pillars that are holding the tower to the ground. This is what is being fortified, is being, it's like the dust is being cleansed, right? And there is cleansing here, but it's not, I'm going to get to it. It's not necessarily cleansing per se, but there is healing that happens. And so the dusting off of this new foundation, like this restructuring of, you know, it's almost like houses are going to become healing centers, almost like that, right? And it could be in a very small individual level. For instance, like, you know, if you have a spare room in your home, and you are an awakened person, like you are very in tune with this new age, this new era, and you are like a part of this human collective. We're going to see how the collective is showing up here later on. But it's like there is this interest, this desire to be the one to shake up things, to remove the dust, to renew, in a sense, this foundation so that the tower can be accessed by others. And I want to say others beyond family. It's not something, it doesn't feel, it feels like people that you don't know, right? Again, just like opening up your home for it to be a healing center, or for you to receive people who need healing, right? And how is this tower being shaken? Not only to the core, but with the Seven of Cups, it's actually being embraced. And it's like I'm seeing like a cloud of love surrounding this tower. So it's almost like there is this shaking of the board, shaking of the pieces, shaking of this new foundation, because there is a new foundation that is being installed right now. It's just like to secure this. It's almost like there is a change in roles for what the tower is, right? The tower is no longer just a safe place for people to live in, right? It's not just a home. It's also going to serve as a healing purpose, because the star is coming next, but there is one card before. So I'm going to talk about the star in a second, but just to talk about this cloud of love, when there is this dusting off, you know, the tower is being shaken, this tower is being restructured, there is a cloud of love that is coming to involve the tower. And I feel like this is where the change in roles happens, because it feels a little bit like magic dust, even though the magician is not here, because it's wanting to be described more so because of the cups as love cloud, right? So it could be like this mist made of love, right? I'm seeing like, you know when it's around sunset and the clouds go pink, this is how I'm seeing this love cloud. It's like this pinkish orange, or like more towards like the pink tone that is involving the tower. And it's like this beautiful like re-energizing. It's like it's pumping love into the tower. So this is what changes the purpose of this home, the purpose of what is going to be done here. And as soon as the cloud of love is gone, it's like it's completed whatever it came here to do. So again, it's like bringing love into the tower. It's like when the first thing the restructuring of the foundation, and then when this is done, it's like the arrival of the pink cloud, of the love cloud, it's just like, it changes, it's like it's reconfiguring the purpose of this tower. I don't know how to describe that. It's like whatever was being made here, or whatever activity happened here, it's going to change, right? Because of this love cloud that is now embracing the tower. And so it's almost like it goes in stages, right? It's like the preparation of this new stage, it goes in stages. So the 10 of Wands coming next, this card was showing me this very interesting movement. Instead of people coming out of the tower, right, scared of it falling down because of this restructuring, because of the love cloud that is surrounding this, it's like the old tower would be scary and people would want to leave. The new tower, because of this new purpose, it's like there is a new energy that is being restructured. It's like there is a new foundation here that is reusing it. It's like reusing the walls, like the skin, like the structure, right? Maybe the physical structure of a place, and retrofitting it, or like just redesigning it to give it a new purpose. And so the 10 of Wands, I was seeing these beautiful, all of these wands here, every single wand here represented in the 10 of Wands, it's actually a person. And the way that I was seeing this, you know, those, what is the name? Like, if you think of a tower, medieval tower, and, you know, there is that bridge that goes down. I think it's called drawbridge. I looked it up. I don't know if that's right or not, but yeah, it's like those bridges that go up and down. And so it's like, it's almost like in this restructuring of the tower, there is no bridge, but there is a human bridge. And that's the fascinating thing about this card. You know, if we think of the 10 of Wands traditionally, it's a card that talks about burdens, right? About like carrying the weight that is not yours, and that really just exhausting you to the point that you don't have energy for yourself, right? Because you're giving too much, because you are not responsible, or for protecting your own boundaries, right? But instead, I'm seeing this not as a sacrifice in terms of doing something because you are obligated to do it, right? Maybe because it's out of your control. It's not that. I'm seeing like this human bridge, people making, in a sense, sacrifices, but because they know that it's like, in order to take people now inside this tower, because it is a place where the star, it's like the star, which is this, it's almost like it's coming through as a healing energy, right? It's coming through as like a crystal that shines very brightly. It just, I'm picturing the crystal from that TV show, not TV show, the Netflix show, The Dark Crystal. I don't know if you've seen that very beautiful puppet movie, right? You know, all of the giant and this cartoonish, let's say, or playful environment. It's like, it's also here with the star, right? The star being that, like, this very shiny crystal that has the power to heal. The star is being brought now to the tower. It's like this, the star is like, it belongs, it's not that it belongs to the tower. Let me see how I'm going to phrase this. It's like, this now is ready because of this love cloud to receive the healing star. So it's almost like it is now suitable for this to be stored there, for this to be like this healing center, right? And so there are people, maybe, you know, these are the first ones that are engaged in, you know, transforming this place in a healing center, because they're the ones who have gotten so close to the star, and the star is here. It's like they're bringing the star to the tower. So these people, they're going toward the tower, and perhaps you're one of them, but it's like you're part of a bigger collective that are working. Like, yes, maybe it's like exhaustive because it's like you have to build the bridge to get there. It's not very accessible, at least not at first. But the cause is so pure, it's like even participating in this hard work in the beginning, right? Like building this bridge, like being this human bridge for others, right? Because as I said, it's like each one here is a person, and it's almost like even the ones who are here on the side, like sustaining and holding the space, right? For those to pass, right? And just allow the star to cross over and get inside and be installed in a sense. It's like, because the new foundation has been installed, the love is here now, and now the star of the show, the shining star that is being put in the center of the tower, is also being positioned, right, by these ones who, it's like maybe these ones, and maybe you're part of this first collective that is doing this job of like opening up this center, right? So it's like, you know what the first and most important thing needs to be done, right? And the sacrifice in the sense that it entails, but it's a sacrifice that the moment that the star is there, it's like it's going to be ready for the work to begin, right? For the healing to begin. And the first ones to be assisted by this star are the ones who were part of the human bridge, right? So that's the reason why there are already two here. Maybe these are the two first ones that are holding this thing, or taking that knowledge, or like being the bridge, right? Maybe they are going to channel, in a sense, the star. So they're the ones who have to be there first. And then the others are going to come in after, so that the work can continue, right? But with everyone there. So after the work begins, people start showing up. And this is the fascinating thing. The Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like the same way that I was seeing this human collective building this bridge, right? Like serving as the bridge themselves, so that the others could cross the path to reach the star, and to set up the star so that others could get there. The same way I'm seeing here, it's like each individual, no matter how many there are in line, it's like each individual is going to be assisted, is going to be received, is going to see the light of the star, is going to receive the guidance of the star, is going to receive the highlights, the whatever it is that is the healing technique, the whatever it is that the star represents for your collective, right? But the reason why I'm saying, and it's very specifically talking about like each individual at once, it's because I feel like each individual has a different mask, or a different like stone that they need to, it's almost like this alchemical process, right? It's like the star is going to adjust the right healing for each individual that is there. The Nine of Pentacles has nothing to do with the traditional Nine of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles. Maybe the Knight of Pentacles can bring the sense of not, you know, those who are in line, who, what, you know, if the tower is now open, and, you know, yesterday there was this soft opening, and perhaps this is something that is also valid here. After this star is put in place by this first human collective that is building the bridge to take the star into the tower, it's like it's now open for other individuals, right? This is representing like the individual one at a time, and also the Nine of Pentacles talks about the individual path. But again, there are others that are on the sideline that are holding the space for each individual that is crossing that bridge. And it's almost like the difference between the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like the wands, they represent the bloom, the flower that is already blossomed, right? And then the pentacles, it's like the seed, it's like the rock. It's something that needs to be alchemized. It needs to be healed so it can be like this beautiful blooming flower, right? So, but it needs to be done individually, the same way that there was this sort of like this understanding that it wasn't necessarily a sacrifice that was being made by each individual that was serving as like this bridge, right, for the first ones to cross, and then there would eventually come your place, your time, your turn. It's the same thing here. There is this understanding in each individual that is now going to receive this assistance, receive the healing, that they're going to be patient enough for their turn, right? No matter how much time they need to wait in line. It's like, because they know that when they're waiting in line, they are holding space, like with a lot of sovereignty, right? The Nine of Pentacles to me talks about sovereignty. So there is a lot of sovereignty, but most of all, like in everyone, but most of all in those who are still waiting for their turn, right? So that's the reason why I feel like there is a lot of people, but it's not a collective healing. It's an individual healing. The collective gathering outside the tower, it's as important as those who are going to cross this bridge, right, to get inside the tower. You see what I mean? I know that this is very literally like showing me like this scene, and it could be very particular to each individual here watching this, but this is the sense that I'm getting. It's like it needs to be very private, right? It's like the conversation needs to happen between the Star and the Knight of Pentacles, and that's the reason why it's, you know, being followed by the Nine of Pentacles. It's like they're only very independent and sovereign beings who are here waiting in line, and therefore they are in no rush for their turn. It's like they're going to patiently wait for their turn, right? It's like, it's almost like they can't afford to wait however long it takes for this private conversation with the Star, so that they can receive the appropriate healing for them, right? So I am going to pull more cards to see where this wants to go, this healing center. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. And happy new moon in Aquarius. Okay, bye.